Did fall throw up all over your property and you got 99 problems and the leaves are number one? Well, today we're gonna be reviewing the DR Power walk behind leaf and lawn vacuum. First things first, let's get the legality out of the way. This is a paid sponsorship video so I can show you the capabilities of the Pilot XTSP. They do not regulate my opinions of the machine and the functionality of the machine. Let's talk about what this Pilot XTSP is promising to deliver, and will it justify its $1,500 cost? Pilot XTSP is a self-propelled leaf and lawn vacuum that vacuums, mulches, and bags its clippings. It's powered by a 4.3 horsepower DR OHV engine, complete with electric start. It features DR's unique Easy Bagger leaf collection system. It comes with 30-gallon leaf bags that collect up to 50 pounds of mulched leaves in a single bag. It has an onboard chipper that handles sticks and branches up to 1.5 inches in diameter. It also includes a leaf bag caddie to keep up to 10 empty bags on hand as you work. And the all-steel impeller comes with a lifetime warranty. This self-propelled model provides variable speeds from 0 to 2 miles per hour. It's got 4 different heights on it that you can adjust depending if your leaves are dry or if they're wet. At this point, the only thing that's missing is a little bit of gas, a little bit of oil, so we can burn midnight oil, baby.
So satisfying.
So here's the deal. I don't have enough leaves nor the lawn size to do this machine justice. So we're gonna go out hunting. We're gonna find some big leaves, some small leaves, and we're gonna suck them all up. I was wondering if you have any naked trees.
Sweet.
Oh yeah.
That is one naked
This is a great
tree.
little area for mid-sized leaves. They're kind of dry. You can see all these stems. This is gonna make for a good test. I think rather than talking about all this stuff, let's just let the machine do the talking. Check out the results. First pass down. Oh, it sucks. Let's check this out. Nice clean cut. I changed the height because I was still getting some debris, some leaf debris that was sitting in there, and the stems as well. This is gonna be the tricky part, right? Is if the stems come out. So on this pass, I've got it on level 3, and it's coming up clean, but here's the problem that we have. The leaves are thick. These leaves are thick, and what's ended up happening is I'm pushing a pile of leaves on the front. Kind of what I'm thinking is, let's leave it high for the first pass, and then get up all the surface debris, and then we'll go back for the stems and see how that works out. Because right now, it's working really well, it's just I'm kind of shoveling things. All right, so I've had a few learning curves. So this is off about 10 minutes of use. We've done about 1,500 square feet of area, and you can see the big difference between this side and this side. Now, the one thing that I want to show you is we have a few stems here and there, but once I show you what's in the bag, it's insane. These are the hardest things in the world to pick up, and it's getting it all. And I've been pretty impressed by it. The mulching capabilities, it will go anywhere between super fine, which is ideal, and then sometimes you'll get a few chunks here and there with a really, really light debris. Within 10 minutes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags. So what do we do when we run out of bags? Well, let's just say that you don't want to use these paper recycling bags. Well, let's go into the Ginja's bag of tricks. So paper bags are cool and all, but I absolutely love these garden bags. They do a fantastic job. They're easy to set up, and they actually fit in this machine like it was meant to be there. Now I've got 2 of these bags, which is gonna make this process extremely fast. As I fill this one up, I'm gonna grab the other one, and my buddy here, he's going to take he's gonna take the other bag and discard of it. It's that fast. So the one thing I want to point out is how not dusty I am, and this has been a relief. Like I'm not gonna go home and have leaf boogers for like 3 weeks. The only problem that I'm having is the bottom is made of plastic, and I think if I just add some pads to the bottom, it'll stop it from sliding a little bit. But the nice thing is as it gets full, it starts coming off the track. So it's almost like a perfect reminder that I got to change it, and it's like the perfect height, right? So now I'm just going to take this thing off. It's literally this fast. This thing is pretty awesome. And then I grab the other one. Bada bing, bada boom. This is why I said it was almost made for this device. Like, it's literally go time, baby. So what do you think? We spent 10 minutes.
Do you know how long this takes me to do?
Nope.
It's about 3 hours. First, I have to get out the blowers and blow it all into the corner. And then we have to rake it all up and put it into like 15 bags. And look at this, 10 minutes. You're getting it up. It's awesome.
You sound like an infomercial.
I'm just being honest.
With the first pass done, it's time to drop the machine 1 notch lower and start our second pass. So I'll be honest with you, I was having a hard time understanding the value of a machine like this.
Oh my gosh.
Until we actually use it.
I would take it in a heartbeat. It did everything that fast.
It's clean too.
Yeah.
Like, it's real clean. And some of these leaves were actually wet, especially along the shed over there. But at the end of the day, if your leaves are just grooted into the ground, it's not going to pull it up. It's got to have some sort of suction. So this area in particular has a lot of undulation to it. It's about, I don't know, 8 inches, and it affects the vacuum. So the only downside is it's not a miracle worker. You're still gonna have to grab a rake, kind of scrape all that off the top, so that way the suction can actually pull it out. So this is the area I'm most excited about. These leaves are ginormous. I mean, look at this. And they haven't dried out to the point where they're like super brittle. They're really malleable, and I wanna see how well this machine is gonna bring it up. Here's what our big leaves ended up looking like after they've been sucked through the leaf vacuum. The machine had 0 problems sucking up the big leaves. This piece that you're seeing here was on the larger side, and most of the others shredded into little tiny pieces. For me, one of the more intriguing features about the Pilot XTSP was the onboard chipper shredder. I can tell you from experience, running over branches with your lawnmower, it ruins the blades of the mowers. So to have an onboard chipper shredder where you can walk, gather branches, and chip it at the same time is awesome. One thing I can tell you about the chipper shredder is it works, and it works really well. It slays these branches into little itty bitty pieces better than most chipper shredders that I've seen on the market. It goes in, it's like cutting like butter. But let's look at this. Look at this. This is so crazy. It pulverized it. Like, it is so fine ground, that's not even funny. Oh my gosh. So the machine's proven to do really, really well with medium size and big leaves that are dry. This tree itself is called a honey locust. It's got the really, really small, fine leaves on it. Really want to give this a go and push this machine as far as we possibly can so you guys know what you're buying. Now, the thing that makes this really, really difficult is the size of the leaves, and they come and they mat down and really get into the lawn. I mean, look at this. So the strategy is we're gonna take this machine, put it as low as we possibly can so we get the most amount of suction. I mean, these types of leaves, they weave and intertwine into the grass, and the stems, it's all very difficult to get out. This is 3 passes. 3 passes, check it out. It's working pretty well. With locust trees, really only anticipating that we're gonna get maybe 85% of the leaves out. You can still see the line, the before and after. It's working well. Got these massive seed pods. It's chewing them all up. Let's keep it going. All right, so we're at the end of my project. I ended up going over the lawn twice, one vertically, one horizontally, and it cleaned up better than I had anticipated. I would dare say we got about somewhere between 95% and 97% of all the leaves. Now these honey locusts have little itty bitty tiny leaves. This is about the worst of the worst as it got. Is just a little bit of debris here and there, but for the most part, she is clean. Some of these areas had almost 2 to 3 inches of honey locust leaves, and I'm very happy with this cleanup. For those of you who want to be a little bit pickier, you could wait a day or so, let this dry out a little bit more, and come back out here, get on the lawn, and pick up more of this debris. Now, just like any machine out there, this machine's going to need some regular maintenance. The dust just takes a toll. But number one, you're always gonna want to check the oil. Number two, you're gonna want to use a silicone-based lubricant and lubricate the belts, number one. And I noticed that the hinges also get a lot of dust in them, and they're going to need to be lubricated on a regular basis. About the only piece that I found to be a little bit of a nuisance was the lever that raises and lowers this machine. It tends to bow out because of all the bumps, and you've got to push it and reform it every now and again. So the funniest thing about this machine is it's contagious. I've had 3 of the neighbors come over wanting to rent it. I'm just gonna let them use it, see how far we can push this thing. This machine is pretty amazing. Now, if you're looking for something like this at your own home, you can check out drpower.com. The link's gonna be posted in the description of the video. In the meantime, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up down in the comments down below. You know I'd love to help you guys out. Till next time, guys, the Pest and Lawn Ginja, we're slaying leaves.